Hello, and welcome to the Kentucky Housing Corporation's presentation on Uniform Physical Condition Standards inspections. Every day across the United States, hundreds of units, sites, and properties are inspected for compliance with HUD guidelines administered through the Uniform Physical Condition Standards, also referred to as UPCS. The UPCS protocol has become the inspection standard by which to measure the physical condition of multifamily and other subsidized properties and continues to be adopted by federal, state, and local governments. Kentucky Housing Corporation is the housing finance agency that has been tasked since 1972 with providing safe, sanitary, and affordable housing in the state of Kentucky. We collaborate with affordable housing partners to meet housing needs across the state. One important piece of that puzzle is verification and documentation of compliance at each property. You will find in this training ideas on how to prepare for an inspection, how to improve your property inspection results, and how to access resources to further your knowledge in regards to UPCS for inspections. Please keep in mind that it is impossible to provide an all-inclusive list of the inspection process. We will try to address common fail items in this training as well as links to comprehensive information regarding the inspection process. Your property may have an item of concern that is not addressed in this training. Please feel free to reach out to the compliance staff in the future if such a question arises. We will work with you on providing an answer for your concern. So, you know you have a property that is due in the near future for a UPCS compliance inspection with KHC. How does this proceed? What comes next? Well, firstly, you will be contacted by a KHC compliance team member with an appointment date, time, and meeting place. Then, on the day of the inspection, please be sure to be on time, to dress accordingly as you will be walking with the inspector, have a means to access inspectable items such as smoke alarms and windows that are 8 feet or higher. This can be accomplished with a stick or a step stool. Property representatives are required to test items over 8 feet in the presence of the inspector. If you are unable to test items, they will be recorded as a deficiency. Be prepared to provide access to each window, which may involve removing curtains, blinds, and whatnot from each window. Have all keys available to each unit, common doors, mechanical closets. Your inspector will open all of these areas to inspect, and if your property isn't master keyed, the inspector will give a list of the units which are to be inspected upon arrival so the keys can be pulled for each inspectable unit. Tips for property representatives accompanying the inspector during the inspection. Plan to stay in close proximity of the inspector at all times. Property representatives will enter the units first and open all closed bedroom and bathroom doors. Stoves and ovens should be turned on and off by the property representative. The property representative may take light bulbs to verify light fixtures are working, and you can also reconnect bathroom fans if they are unplugged. Take ample notes during the inspection. Tips on what not to do during the inspection. Once the inspection has begun, you must refrain from fixing items until the inspector has noted the deficiency. Some examples are sending a maintenance staff into units in front of the inspector on the day of the inspection, or perhaps going upstairs and reconnecting a smoke alarm while the inspector is downstairs. So, what areas will be inspected during your inspection? UPCS has 5 inspectable areas. They are site, building exterior, building systems, common areas, and units. The answer is the entire site and building exteriors will be inspected. If applicable, all building systems and common areas will be inspected. Keep in mind that only the units requested will be inspected. Smaller properties may have all units inspected, while larger properties will only have a percentage of the units inspected. First, let's look at the site inspection. While walking the site, the inspector will look for deficiencies such as leaning retaining walls, spalling concrete, damaged parking lots, falling fences, or any sharp edges or trip hazards that may cause harm. This is not an all-inclusive list of deficiencies when inspecting the site, and keep in mind that some properties may not contain an inspectable item such as a playground, and that is fine because it is only inspectable if it exists on the property. If you want to improve your inspection results, complete your own inspection prior to inspection day and implement it into your monthly or quarterly maintenance routine. Below are a few points to completing your site inspection. Keep in mind some inspectable items such as fencing and playgrounds may not be present on your property, and that is okay. Next, we will take a look at the building exterior. While inspecting the building exterior, look for common deficiencies such as damaged doors and windows, foundation cracking, electrical hazards, deteriorating paint, or even roofing material missing or damaged. Here is a good starting checklist of the building exterior for those wanting to complete a pre-inspection in preparation for the official inspection or periodically as designated. Again, please see the last slide for a downloadable and comprehensive listing of inspectable items and deficiencies. The next inspectable area we will cover is building systems. The building system portion of the inspection will cover items such as the electrical, water, and HVAC systems within the building itself. Some common deficiencies found within the building systems may include water line leaking, inoperable elevators, expired fire extinguishers, or HVAC system being inoperable. We're going to cover some electrical system common deficiencies since they can be a problem area with many dangers if not installed and maintained correctly. Some common deficiencies in the electrical area are missing or broken cover plates, breaker box missing knockouts, having holes, gaps, or twist outs, water leaking on electrical equipment. Here is, again, a non-comprehensive checklist for the building system inspection so as to complete a pre-inspection if desired. Common areas will be the next inspectable area that we're going to cover. Common area deficiencies will mirror the deficiencies found in the unit inspections and will be covered in the following section. And finally, the last inspectable area to be covered in our presentation will be the individual units. The unit inspection will be the most comprehensive part of the overall physical inspection and will include items such as the bathroom, doors, plumbing, health and safety, and the hot water heater. Some of the most common deficiencies may include no venting in the bathroom, breaker panel gaps, broken window glass, and missing pressure relief valve lines on hot water heaters. Some more items included for the inspection of the individual units will include the kitchen, laundry, outlets and switches, smoke detectors, and windows, to name a few. Many of the more common deficiencies found within these items may include damaged refrigerator door seals, missing handrails, broken outlet and switch plate covers, inoperable smoke detectors, and windows which will not remain open by themselves. Finally, the unit inspection checklist to ensure the most common issues are highlighted and hopefully inspected during your pre-inspection. And just to cover it once again, none of these checklists included in this slideshow are all-inclusive. Please see the comprehensive downloadable list on the last slide of this presentation. Clickable links, which include the comprehensive listing of inspectable items and deficiencies for UPCS inspections, HUD's Physical Assessment Subsystem, and HUD's UPCS Guidance and Clarification Document. Thank you again for participating in KHC's presentation on UPCS inspections.